Pop that.
So what crazy ass excuse are we gonna use today? I can't wait to hear the bullshit that they're going to dig up to justify this shit right here. I mean, what could it possibly be this time? Hi, and thank you for calling the Department of Justice Brutality Justification Hotline, criminalizing marginalized groups of people since 1870. How can we help you today? What, was she a criminal? Did she have warrants? I've heard that already. You guys won't even release her name, and you won't even release the name of the officer who was involved, which I'm sure we'll all figure that out sooner or later. But what is she guilty of exactly? What was she doing? Of course, there's going to be, she was disobeying the law. She had warrants. She was a criminal. She shouldn't have been outside while she had a warrant for her arrest. She should have listened to the officer. She was pregnant. Does anybody else understand what's going on here? I just don't get it. I cannot for the life of me understand how we keep managing to find more and more and more reasons to keep letting shit like this happen and then just, whoop, should have obeyed the law. She was pregnant and an officer drew a stun gun on her because she wanted to know why she was being arrested. Do you understand? Do you understand? I don't understand. What will be the reason this time? The only information that is out at this moment is that he's a veteran of the force. This is the first shooting he's ever been involved in. Who gives a damn? A woman and her baby just lost their damn lives because you did not want to answer one question. Why? When did the law change where we're just supposed to just put the cuffs on me? Go ahead, I'm ready to go. When did it come to this? What the hell happened to the rights of a human being? Not just a black person, not Hispanic people, not Black Lives Matter, not anybody. People, citizens of the United States. This is no longer a Black Lives Matter situation. I have seen people who are not of color get killed in the same manner simply because they did not obey a 100% exact command from an officer that they were giving and didn't understand why they were being given the command in the first place. What are y'all telling these cops in training? All of these cops, whether they are new or old, have had to have been retrained in the last 5 or 6 years with the things that have been going on in our country. So what the hell are you guys teaching them? What is the Department of Justice doing about the situation that cops are now more scared to do their jobs and are finding more and more reasons to pull their weapon? How the hell is paid administrative leave decent answers to this situation? Oh, while her family has to find a GoFundMe page to somehow pay for the death of her and an unborn child who didn't even get a chance to walk this earth or become a criminal for you to then go and profile? This is what it is in the street. So now we can't wear hoodies. We can't question authority. We can't struggle just a little bit. If you're injuring us, we can't complain. We just have to take it. If we can't breathe, so the fuck what? If our babies are being squished under the weight of an officer sitting on our back, who the hell cares? Just listen to the officer, go through booking, and do it the right way. Get a lawyer. Oh, you can't afford a lawyer? Just wait the price. They'll give you one and you'll get out. Maybe. I've never in my life been so shaken up by something. And yet at the same time, this has happened so many times in the last 4 to 5 years that my moment of disbelief and unbelievable sadness only lasted for about 35 to 45 seconds before it was replaced with anger. When this first happened and there was video of other people losing their lives, like Philando Castile, Eric Garner, Alton Sterling, I cried for days for days because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I grew up in a world where the word ass was something that couldn't be broadcast on national television. It had to be bleeped out. And now my kids have videos of regular people of really all colors, mostly black, being murdered and having their lives taken in full view, in full color, on Instagram, on Facebook, because the people have become the media. We are the future. We are the media. Anybody with a phone, anybody with a camera, anybody with a voice, anybody with a fucking opinion, we are the new media. And we are going to be the ones to constantly keep asking these questions. Did you think that we were going to stop? Did you think that eventually you can just show us what the fuck you want to show us and tell us not to ask any more questions and it would all go away? No. The police departments across the United States, of course, not all officers are guilty of such ridiculous moments of decision making that happen and are somehow justified. The Department of Justice has become the biggest gang in the United States of America. Bar fucking none. The Department of Justice has become one of the biggest gangs, dangerous gangs, feared gangs in the United States of America. And that is fucking facts. What am I supposed to teach my boys? When it was simple, and I hate to call it that, when it was as simple as don't wear your hoodie in a neighborhood that you don't know, don't wear your hoodie in a store, don't go into public places with the hoodie on with your hands in your pockets and your face obstructed from view. Always make sure that they can see you. These are the lessons that I have taught my 3 sons. I also taught them, do not argue with the police. Be respectful. Speak respectfully. Ask respectfully. Why am I being detained? Am I being detained? Am I free to go? Is there a warrant for my arrest? Officer, can you explain to me what I've done? If the rule book keeps changing, how do you teach the rules? If you are going to continue to whittle away the things that we can do as citizens, what the hell do we teach our kids? This woman was walking through a parking lot, and an officer, from the story that has been reported, saw her, recognized her, said that she had multiple warrants and attempted to arrest her. I'm sorry, was there not a video of something very similar just a few days ago?
He don't even know my name and tell him I have a warrant. What did he do? That's what I'm saying. For what? For what? From Louisiana. For what? For what? Yeah. I don't even live in Louisiana, so how would I have a... You don't know my name, so how can you tell me I have a warrant in Louisiana? Sir, stop. Okay, well, you know your phone. You don't even tell me I have something if you don't know my name. You already said your name was that. My name is not Quentin. What the fuck is wrong with you? No,
sir, his name is not Quentin.
Then let's see the ID will be done.
Okay, hold on.
You told me 3 different names. You walked up and told me 3 different names.
Hold on.
That's the 3rd name you just told.
Quit.
No, I'm not gonna be the next nigga you feel.
No.
Okay, well, you safe and you know. Put your phone on me. So just, okay, right here, we're good. Okay, here's the deal. Doesn't that look a lot like you? No, that don't look like me.
That's not him.
What's wrong with you, man? What you trying to say? Because I got glasses on black, that's me? No.
That's not him.
She can see this on me.
Oh my God.
In his own neighborhood, who was almost got to the point of losing his life. And you want to know the comments that I saw? Life, he should have calmed down. Are you serious? You gonna tell me that it's legal against all constitutional rights for an officer of the law to assume off of my image alone that I am a criminal based off of a picture that did not even match my identity? Come to my property, tell me to put my hands behind my back and escort me away. And I'm not supposed to ask any questions. I'm not supposed to get angry that you interrupted me playing a game with my children, spending family time with my kids. At this point, what do you want us to do? What do you want us to do? Please, instead of telling us what we should not do, instead of telling us the things that we should avoid doing, can you tell us what we should do? Because I think the book of what you should do is probably a lot thinner than the book of what you shouldn't do. The book on what we should not do, especially as Black people, is getting thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker by the day. How can anybody I want to see justify this? Please, justify it. Fear will make you run from the cops. I'm sorry, are we not supposed to? Is fear illegal? How is fear illegal for us? How is fear a justification for us to catch a bullet in the back, a bullet in the chest? How is the fight or flight reflex okay for officers to pull a gun and make a magnificently large decision, pull of a trigger? How are they able to use the fight or flight reflex as justification for taking our lives when we can't even use the fight or flight reflex, the same human reflex that we have, to justify running away, to justify trying to tussle or wiggle out a little bit, or being afraid that our neck is about to be broken under the pressure of a person's knee, or to think that our breath is about to be cut off by the elbow or the forearm of a police officer trying to restrain us and pressing too tightly on our throats? Are we supposed to allow you to suffocate us to death without getting any reason for why you are doing it in the first place? At the end of the day, police officers are here to protect and serve. I don't know when y'all started learning that protect and serve meant only to the officers. We need answers. But most of all, we need action. Something has to be done. What is we gonna do? What is y'all gonna do? What is the plan? I don't know what I can do from where I am. Oh, but trust and believe I'm gonna find out. Because it's getting to the point where I'm gonna have to tell my kids not to be themselves when they walk out of this door every day. Don't be yourself. Be whatever Disney version of what they want you to be. You can't tell me that we can't be ourselves. Y'all taking it too far. Y'all been taking too far. Y'all been took it too far. When y'all started shooting kids for playing with toys, y'all been took it too far. You've been taking this too far. We have now reached a point of no return. There will be no peaceful solution to this. And I dare you to tell me that it was justified. I'm done.